Hello, Pisces. Welcome back to Bohemian Path Tarot. I'm Jen, and today we're doing June readings. I've got the Unfolding Path Tarot here, and I'm going to go ahead and give the deck a good shuffle. You may know that I kind of like to fast forward through the shuffling part. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you on the other side for your reading. See you there. Okay, Pisces, let's see what we've got. The Queen of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Wow. Pisces, that is a lot of other people in your reading. Okay, so starting with the Six of Pentacles, I'm going to say that even though it's a lot of other people in your reading, this feels like sort of work career as opposed to, like relationship-y, romancy kind of thing. And this looks like kind of some practical shifts, some sort of practical advances in your career work endeavors. So for any of you who may be students or retired, we'll get to that. We'll cover that as well. But firstly, for people who may be, working towards some significant career goals, this would be a month where you see gains or you see advancements. The Six of Pentacles is a time when you kind of experience success, and enough success where you're able to treat yourself, where you're able to put some aside, where you're able to maybe treat yourself and some loved ones, and even share some with associations or organizations that you care about, make some donations, that sort of thing. It's feeling comfortable, and it's kind of putting yourself sort of into the flow of getting, financial priming the pump, as it were, keeping the financial flow going. And instead of being, there are times when we feel stingy and we kind of keep ourselves to ourselves, and that kind of cuts off the flow. And by keeping yourself out there, keeping your resources flowing, you're also kind of keeping your connections flowing. You're keeping your face out there. You're making connections as much as you're, sharing your wealth or resources, and that's also positive. That keeps, keeping the flow going, keeps yourself in the flow. So it's actually your own generosity, keeps your, it has positive benefits for you, even though that's not why you don't want to be greedy about your own generosity, but there it is. So even if you don't yet sort of feel this kind of, feel the kind of wealth or security that would inspire you to give to charities or something of that nature, you can always donate your time or donate your talent, something like that. But in some way, that this Six of Pentacles encourages you to share yourself, to be open, to share your resources, even if they aren't literally coin and dollars. To be generous with your friends, to be generous with compliments, even to be generous with smiles, to be generous in that way, to be generous of spirit. That counts. The other advice in this card is to be open to receive. This could be a time when you receive compliments, when you receive little gifts and trinkets that you hadn't expected, when you receive swag, when you get little gigs, especially if you're a freelancer or maybe a content creator. People ask you to collaborate and, maybe even giving little or doing little side projects for free or quick little selfies or quick little videos for free then lead to bigger projects, that sort of thing. It's like little gifts lead to bigger things, or little projects lead to bigger things. So that this generosity of spirit leads to more sort of rewards. And of course, as I mentioned before, this generosity isn't about getting more, but it has that sort of that attraction, that it magnetizes more. And it's all about, at its essence, it's about your attitude, right? Your generosity and your gratitude just magnetizes, more abundance, right? So at its essence, that's kind of what this card is about, that sort of manifesting abundance. As maybe trite or banal as that sounds, that's kind of where we find you in June. That's, if you don't feel it yet, that's what's on the horizon. So welcome it, embrace it, trust in it, and be generous of spirit, because that's just going to invite even more. Now, the next card we see here is the Queen of Pentacles. And I would interpret this card with this being sort of your main foundation, this kind of generosity of spirit. I would interpret this queen as being some sort of agent or some sort of person who can reward you with more. So this could be like a boss, or if you're someone who has an agent or provides you with work, assigns you jobs or something like that. Someone who can give you more work, who has good news or work to offer you. If you work a 9-to-5 job, this would be a boss who can give you maybe a plum assignment, a raise, a promotion, certainly validation, or a positive performance review, something like that. The Queen of Pentacles is a very earthy sort of, she has a lot of resources. Again, she's generous of spirit. She has a lot to provide. She likes to share. She likes to make other people feel welcome. So this queen is sharing with you. She has something to share with you along the lines of resources, or something to provide in that way, probably a job or a commission or a bonus, promotion, something along those lines. We also have a king here. Oh, by the way, I should say, of course, in the tarot, although we have characters that show up with a particular gender, this doesn't necessarily have to be a female in your life. It could be, for many of you, it may be an actual female. So for me, I would interpret this, for me personally, I have a female agent, and I would interpret this to be her. I also have a male agent, and I would interpret this to be him. So I would, that's how I would interpret these. But for you, if you have a male boss at your, say your real estate, say you work in real estate and your boss is the one who assigns you properties or something like that, that could very well be, this could stand in for that boss. But in any case, just as a for instance, we have a King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is a very clear communicator, but suffers no fools. He's not especially emotionally driven. He is very blunt, very direct in his speech. He does not have frou-frou language. He doesn't spend a lot of time in his emails. He gets right to the point. And he also, or she or they, have something for you as well. And again, it feels like it would be a job, a bonus, maybe a connection, some sort of information, possibly a contract, something like that. This person could also litigate something for you. This may be a lawyer, something along those lines. But again, it would be connected to your sense of sort of gain or well-being, or this feeling of abundance that the Six of Pentacles provides. And finally, Pisces, we have the Page of Pentacles. Pages I read as messages or messengers. So this could literally be a person, like a young person with an invitation, or it could be just referring generally to messages. And again, Pentacles being referring to the suit of jobs or resources. This could be news about money, like news about an inheritance, news about a job, an invitation to a job, like an interview, or a request for like an audition or an interview, or a notice that you got the job, or a second interview, or just general communications about an interview. This could also be news or information about housing, like if you're looking to buy a house, or interested in financing a house, properties, something like that. It could be information about that. But I think for most Pisceans, this is a reading about work and more work, and being connected to other collaborators and other folks who are negotiating on your behalf for more work. Oh, that's the other piece I should say about the page. This could be invitations to collaborate as well on money-making projects, or potentially money-making projects. Okay, and I promised I would speak to people who are maybe retired and not actively involved in sort of money-making projects. So if you are retired, this could be happening more in the realm of hobbies, or maybe even small money-making thing, like Etsy, or like if you do garage sales, or small like home hobbies, cottage hobbies, things that maybe you just do for fun that aren't great big money makers or great career things, but things you just do out of the home. Or it could be stuff that you do for the neighborhood, or for a Rotary Club, or for the school district, your community church, something like that. Something where you give of your time, and people respect you. People are grateful, and the more that you are generous of your time, the more people are generous with other things. Maybe they give you little tokens or treats, and other folks might want to ask you for your expertise. They connect you with other groups who want to use your services in your expertise, whatever it is. If it's, time management for putting together a neighborhood picnic, or coordinating the end of the year school picnic. I mean, I don't know. But something that you're involved with. It could be a club or an association that you give your time to, then has something to give back to you in appreciation for your time and your talent and your skill and your generosity. And there's more news, and more people want to be in touch with you, and it just kind of enriches your life to be involved with more people and more associations in that way. If you're a student, not so much involved in a 9-to-5 situation, this could be the sort of thing where, you get good positive feedback on a group project, or on your own sort of grades, and you connect with maybe a group or association or a club that you feel very passionate about, and your work in that group or association that you're passionate about connects you with another group, or somebody else has another plum assignment for you, or you make a mentor connection through that assignment. You see where I'm going with that. So it's, in its essence, the Six of Pentacles, as we discussed, is about, some skill or talent that you have that is bringing you gains, that allows you to sort of, as we mentioned, I kind of hate this term because it's too cliche now, but the manifest abundance and your generosity of spirit as you kind of expand on this abundance creates even more. And there's some person in your life or some people in your life that have more jobs or more connections for you, or can negotiate more for you in terms of these jobs or the way you share your talents, that provide even more gains or actual jobs or actual funds, or in some way create more abundance in your life. And finally, there's additional communications, additional invitation, not just from people you know, your agents or your bosses, but even from other people you don't know, and you're making new connections and new collaborations and new invitations as you sort of expand your reach. Pisces, it's a really exciting time for you, and I think you're really going to enjoy June and beyond. I'm thrilled for you. I hope you're excited too. I hope you're inspired. Thank you so much for dropping by. Please take good care of yourself. And until next time, bye for now.